first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moore to the air. Got a man, it's Moore. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Moore.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's low. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw again. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. The screen, and watch out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Becker. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, that's a big mistake, and listen, I'm still going to... my playmakers. If I'm not quarterback, I'm not OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's low. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hot...
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Makes a move. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He's got it. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
That's caught. It's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Miller with the ball. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, we just can't find any answers.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Miller. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Becker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Becker. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands, it's Becker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion to get the first down.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned it.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. This will likely be the last play of the half. The give is to Miller. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grant behind the line. It's Hemby. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Third down, man. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobble him up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Hoosiers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes that Alabama offense. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Cuevas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now, fourth down.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
From the gun on third down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying to bull his way in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for the two-point try. To the air, it's Mendoza. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, and he loses the football. Kicking team's got it.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Find the friendly skies. Touchdown, Indiana. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him! And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Brings up second down.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
14.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Williams. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They want that clock to run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Becker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate